You lied to me and used me for your own benefits. She met him at the bookstore, where he was browsing through the classic section. He had a distinguished look with silver hair and a beard and a gentle smile. She was a young college student, studying literature and dreaming of becoming a writer. She approached him and asked if he needed any help. He looked at her and said, "No, thank you. I'm just looking for some inspiration." They started talking about books, and she was amazed by his knowledge and passion. He had read almost everything from Shakespeare to Hemingway. He had a lot of stories to tell. He was a retired professor of English who had traveled the world and taught in many universities. He invited her to join him for a coffee, and she agreed. As the month passed, the connection between retired professor and the young college student deepened. They spent hours discussing literature, sharing stories, and exploring the nuances of life. Richard found solace in Greece's youthful energy, and she, in turn, admired his wisdom and experiences. They were spending nights together. One evening, under the soft glow of a street lamp, Richard took Greece's hand and looked into her eyes. The city burst around her, but in that moment, it felt like time stood. "Greece," he began, his voice measured. "I value our time together. I love your vibe. I love your smile. You have brought a refreshing perspective into my life." Greece smiled, hopeful that the moment she had been dreaming of was finally unfolding. "Richard, I feel the same way. You have made my world so much brighter." However, Richard hesitated, his gaze momentarily distant. "Greece, there is something I need to be honest about. I have enjoyed our companionship, but I never intended for this to become a more than a situationship. I'm not capable of the kind of love you are seeking." Greece's heart sank, the world around her suddenly colder. She hadn't expected this revelation, and the realization that Richard saw their connection as situationship left her feeling hollow. "I thought," Greece started, her voice shaky, "I thought we had something special." Richard sighed. Regret etched on his face. "You are special, Greece, but my heart belongs to the pages of books and the memories of the places I have been. I cannot offer you the love you deserve." Richard said, "I thought we were just friends. I don't know when you took it so far. I can't even imagine loving you. Maybe you just misunderstood me." Greece smiled and replied, "Nice. Thank you for making a fool out of me. Your intentions were very clear. We are not just friends. I understand that now. But it seems you no longer want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry. I really misunderstood you. Thank you for that lesson." She left with a heavy heart, feeling foolish for having loved him. He saw her leaving with tears, but he didn't stop her.